Good morning, everybody. My name's Emma Steely, and I run AccountScore and also our account information service provider, Consents.online, and this is my colleague, Joe Hunjin. 2018 was an incredible year for us. The banks in the UK opened up their APIs to allow access to customers' transaction data, and in doing so, have answered with a resounding yes the questions that we were being asked 12 months ago. Will open banking work? Will it be a success? Is it meaningful for my business? Don't let anybody tell you different. The answer is a resounding yes. But whilst access to the bank transaction data as an AISP provides businesses with significant commercial advantage, it also comes with responsibilities, and there are three big ones. Firstly, there is a requirement to provide a customer-facing consent management solution, where customers can go and see the information that's being accessed and change that access permission with ease. Secondly, AISPs need to integrate with each bank individually, maintain the integrity of the integration, and transform and categorize that into meaningful data insights. And last but not least, becoming an AISP means a lot of attention needs to be paid to regulatory responsibility and overhead. And this often feels like a lot for businesses who just want to dip their toe in the water. So AccountScore and Consents.online together provide branded open banking as a service and do that for you. We take care of the consent management, technical, regulatory, and data enrichment pieces so that our customers can start to create value right out of the gate. We have data at our core, having spun out of a lending business, Safety Net Credit, who has used customer account information in decisioning since 2011. Having analysed the transactions of well over 1 million bank accounts, it proved the power of this information to increase revenues, reduce bad rates, improve user experiences, and assure the regulator that it could do no more to ensure the best possible outcomes for its users. AccountScore has now over 30 live clients using its Open Banking as a Service solution, and these include HSBC UK, First Direct, and M&S Bank. We're growing exponentially, and many financial institutions accept us to be the market standard open banking solution. Joe and I are now going to take you through a typical customer journey in order to demonstrate the user experience and the fundamental regulatory requirements of open banking. So in our example, a customer is applying for a personal loan with Digital Bank and would first complete their basic application details. The usual CRA checks are then completed before the lender requires some more information from their customer in order to complete their application. Consents.online, as the AISP, is then introduced as Digital Bank's open banking partner and the safe and secure way to share their bank transaction data. The customer then selects their bank, and they are required to explicitly consent to sharing their bank transaction data with Consents.online. It is a regulatory requirement to show the customer what data we are accessing, who we are accessing it for, and the reason for access before they give their consent. This then OAuths out to the selected bank's open banking journey, where the customer then logs into their bank account and consents to share their data with Consents.online. Each bank's journey is different, and the customer must enter their memorable information until the release of App-to-App, which commences its rollout in March of this year. Once the customer closes the page, we receive the data and apply our multi-stage analytical models to the data before sending it to our client via API or our online dashboard, which enables the lending decision to be made. There's more on that shortly. Based on the provision of the open banking data, the loan is then approved. After the customer's journey has been completed with Digital Bank, as an AISP, we have a regulatory requirement to enable the customer to view what data they have shared, with whom, and on what terms. In order to do this, about 20 minutes after the lending decision has taken place, Consents.online then sends an SMS to the consumer to let them create a profile and have full transparency over the data they have shared. So the customer goes and creates their profile. They enter their basic information to be able to register with Consents.online. And they immediately see that a consent has been added. For multi-factor authentication of the customer, a one-time security code is then sent to them to be able to confirm their identity. They then enter the code, and there you have it. Full regulatory requirement complete. The customer now has complete visibility of the data they have shared and full control over the access of the data, and they are also able to revoke and reactivate consent with complete ease. The full consent management platform puts your consumers at the heart of the data, and by embracing it, you will drive increased customer loyalty and trust. Now over to the data. I want us to briefly show you, in the form of our dashboard, how we present the data to our clients, usually as a JSON response delivered through our API. Now, 7 minutes definitely isn't long enough for me to get into the detail of the data with you. But what you can see here is beautifully categorized data in essential and discretionary spends, income verification, and powerful actionable insights that inform our clients of the key predictive indicators that we are able to highlight by using our recurrence engine on the transactional data. I recently read a paper which described open banking data as non-rivalrous resource, meaning its value doesn't diminish as more parties have access to it. To put it another way, open banking is a win for everyone. By working with us, you can enable financial inclusion by empowering your customers, whilst at the same time enhancing revenues and achieving a gold standard in regulatory requirements. We would be delighted to follow up with you at our stand. Thank you very much.